Hey Fragrance Junkie gang, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. You already know what it is time for. It is the end of August, so it is time for my end of the month home fragrance empties. I only managed to make it through 2 packs of wax melts this month. You guys already know I am a Gain scented lover, so I always keep the Gain wax melts in my home fragrance rotation. And then the Better Homes and Gardens Sweet Watermelon Buttercream reminded me so much of Goose Creek's watermelon cupcake candle that came out last summer. That one didn't return, so I'm glad I did end up purchasing backups of these wax melts because I only have 1 candle left. I had planned to burn it this summer and I didn't get around to it, so I do have 1 left in my stash to burn through. But in the meantime, I have been enjoying these Sweet Watermelon Buttercream wax melts from Better Homes and Gardens. If you are a Gourmand lover and you never tried the Sweet Watermelon Buttercream wax melts, I would say give it a shot. The Goose Creek watermelon cupcake candle did sound weird to me, but I like to try different things, so it did intrigue me, and I'm glad I tried it because I ended up falling in love with that candle, and then I found wax melts to compensate for the candle not returning. So definitely enjoyed these 2 packs of wax melts and will repurchase them. I came across these 2 Into the Night single wicks in my bedroom closet and decided to pull them out and burn them. I burned both of these in my daughter's bedroom, and the 2 of these together filled up their entire room and traveled outside into my hallway area. So while I'm more of a In the Stars girl, I did enjoy this fragrance. I do have it in a 3 wick, and I believe my packaging is from like 2 years ago. But you guys, if you saw the packaging of the Into the Night 3 wick that's currently an online exclusive, that one is so pretty, and I feel like it fits the theme of like the cool season and going into like October. That one would be perfect to burn. Like if you don't really like spooky Halloween scents, Into the Night can fit the vibe of being a nice, perfumey, pretty Halloween or October candle burn. So I'll be pulling my 3 wick out to burn around that time when it gets a little cooler. But definitely enjoyed this fragrance, and if it comes back around Candle Day, I may repurchase it again in a 3 wick. Then I came across another single wick that was in my living room coat closet. 'Tis the season. I decided to just go ahead and finish it out. Burned it in my daughter's bedroom again because their room is small enough and perfect for single wicks. So I went ahead and burned this one in their bedroom, and it filled up their bedroom nicely. It wasn't overpowering, but it still had a good enough strength and throw to where the scent was noticeable. I haven't purchased 'Tis the Season in a long time, so I may pick it up. The scent was really nice, and it didn't lean too Christmassy or holiday-ish because I am starting to burn fall scents that do have a little bit of spice in them. So I may purchase this one this year for winter holiday, but this one performed pretty good in a small bedroom space. Moving on to the room sprays that I finished up. Beach Blanket was amazing. I meant to repurchase it during one of the room spray sales that happened prior to fall launching, but the sale must have got away from me and it slipped my mind. Again, you guys know I'm a Gain scented lover, so I finished off a Febreze Air Mist in the Gain scent, and then this Fresh Cut Lilacs. Lord have mercy. If you have experienced this candle before, this room spray is complete beast mode. I loved it though. I loved it. It was very strong, way stronger than the candle. So if you already have experienced Fresh Cut Lilacs before and you know how the strength and throw is on that candle, the spray is like times 10 of that. So if you need to eliminate odors and you love lilacs or you love the smell of Fresh Cut Lilacs from Bath & Body Works, I highly recommend next spring when this releases, because it may come back in a room spray, pick you up a Fresh Cut Lilacs. But enjoyed all 3 of these fragrances and definitely would repurchase them again. Then with summer ending, I decided to finish up my Backyard Honeysuckle. I kept this in an open concept. Strength was a 6, throw was a 7, so the fragrance did fill up my entire open concept without having an overpowering strength to it. Backyard Honeysuckle has scent notes of sweet honeysuckle, orange flower blossom, and neroli nectar. This one performed pretty good overall. A tiny bit of soot and a little bit of wax discoloration towards the end of me finishing out the candle. I did enjoy this one, and it did get re-released again as part of the Summer 3 lineup, but I was trying to wrap up my floral fragrances, so I didn't repurchase this one, but if it comes back next year, I would definitely repurchase it. Then we have Ice Dragon Fruit Tea. What a baddie. I think I tried this candle for the first time last summer and absolutely loved it. Strength and throw was high on this one, filled my whole entire open concept, traveled upstairs to the second level of my home without being overpowering. So I would give this one about an 8, 8.5 in strength and throw. Tropical dragon fruit, vibrant green tea lemonade, sweet coconut milk. I didn't get any coconut from this fragrance. I mostly got that tropical dragon fruit and then the green tea lemonade blend. Burnt clean for the most part until the end, where I just got a little bit of wick residue in the wax, but overall love the scent, definitely would repurchase it. Next up we have Midnight Jasmine from Yankee. I don't have the scent notes of this candle, but I did do a dedicated review of it here on the channel. This was a nice floral jasmine honeysuckle blend. Little bit of soot, you can see some of the darkness in the jar. But the wax remained nice and clean. I think my wicks was drifting towards the end, so I didn't completely burn it as low as I could, because with Yankee and even some of my Kringles, at the end of the burn, the wick clips will loosen up, and I sometimes get tired of watching out for that, and I'll just extinguish it and either toss it on a warmer or just be done with it. But I don't know if this one is being discontinued. I don't know if I mentioned the strength and throw was a solid 6 in a closed concept, but I overall did enjoy this candle. And if it's not discontinued and it returns in a 3 wick, then I would repurchase it. I also did a dedicated review of St. Lucia Skies from Yankee Candle. I believe these candles are available on the Yankee website. They were just a Target exclusive, and then they just popped up on Yankee's website. This was a nice, fresh, clean fragrance. I will place the strength and throw at a low, medium in a closed concept and get this one a 5 out of 10. And this is an example of those wick clips loosening up that I don't be feeling like keeping an eye on at the end of a candle finishing out sometimes. So while I did burn this one, you can see I burned it lower than Midnight Jasmine, because I really just enjoy fresh, clean fragrances. Those wick clips, I hope that Yankee and Kringle works on that with their 3 wicks and Yankee's 2 wicks. I think I had a 3 wick from them that did it before too. The larger 3 wicks did it sometimes. But overall, as much as I love fresh, clean fragrances, I would have liked for this one to be a little more stronger and present in strength and throw. So this was a one-time purchase for me. But if you like soft, fresh, clean, linen type of fragrances, then St. Lucia Skies is a beautiful fragrance. Then we have Honolulu Ice Cream from Goose Creek. I remember when I first hauled this candle and did a dedicated review on the channel earlier in the year. This was a solid 7 for me in an open concept without a hurricane. However, it did soot and burn hot. So on the warmer, it went. I know some people, this was either a like it, love it, hate it type of fragrance. For me, I liked it. Didn't feel like I needed to back it up. The graham cracker note to me came off more like a cone type of scent. And it had that like tropical, like pineapple. Let me see if it has the scent notes. Yep, graham cracker, vanilla ice cream, juicy pineapple and sugar. So it legit smelled like a tropical pineapple ice cream on a cone. Would I repurchase it if it came back? I don't know. It was a like. It wasn't necessarily a love. It wasn't something I was like, oh my God, I have to have more of it. So I didn't repurchase it, but it definitely was a nice, like tropical, creamy scent to burn, leaning towards the summertime, even though I think this was released in early spring. But I think I could pass on this one if it returned again. Coconut mango milk from Goose Creek was amazing. I did back this one up when it went on clearance for like $6.99. I did do a dedicated review of it here on the channel. Strength and throw was a solid 8 for me in an open concept without a hurricane. It did burn hot and fast, so I did toss it on the warmer. I thought I was going to burn my backup this year, but I put it away for next year. And what I may try to do is trim the wicks prior to lighting it on the first burn, because while it did have thick rope-like wicks, they were kind of tall on the candle. And while they did self-trim, I just don't understand why this one ended up sooting so bad. Because I wasn't overburning it. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I was burning it past 2.5 hours, but it just burnt so hot and fast. We'll see what happens when I get around to burning the backup. Overall scent, I would repurchase it, but the burn performance, depending on how that backup burns, I may pass on it if it comes back next year, unless Goose Creek changes the wicks. Coconut mango milk has scent notes of coconut milk, juicy mango, pineapple, and vanilla. I was so excited to get my hands on Rosemary Appita from Kringle. I think I purchased this I want to say it was 2 sales ago. Kringle has been having a lot of good like 3-week sales. So one of those good old sales that they were having at like the $12 to $13 price point, I purchased this one. Strength and Throw was a 6 in a closed concept without a hurricane. It was not strong enough in my open concept. It actually got lost in my open concept. And given the scent profile, I would have liked to be able to enjoy this one in an open concept. So this will be a one-time purchase, even though in a bedroom the scent was nice. The scent notes are red apple slices, sweet pear, juicy peach, cider accord, orange, sugared rosemary sprigs, cinnamon sticks, and sugar crystals. I mostly got red apple and pear. It wasn't heavy, like a heavy herbal rosemary presence. Cider accord, maybe a little bit in the background, but as far as like the cinnamon sticks and peach, I didn't get that much, and it was sweet. So it wasn't bad as a bedroom scent, but to me, this is something I would have liked to enjoy in my open concept. So one and done. Burn performance was great on this candle. I was over burning it well past 3 hours. Let me refocus it so it can, yeah, there we go. So the wax isn't completely as, you know, white as it should be, but I legit was burning this for like 6 hours at a time because I really was enjoying the fragrance. So overall nice fragrance, but I would have liked to enjoy this in a more open concept area. Afternoon Rainfall from Bath and Body Works. This is a nice, fresh, earthy, zen, aquatic type of scent. Strength and Throw was a solid 7 in a closed concept, more of a 6 in an open concept. However, I was able to boost the Strength and Throw up in an open concept by placing it in a hurricane. No issues with the burn, just a little bit of wick residue collected in the jar towards the end of me finishing out the candle, but it didn't burn hot and fast or super sooty. Definitely would repurchase this if it returned. I like fragrances like this, and I feel like Bath and Body Works did a nice job on this candle. It came out, I want to say 2 years ago when I purchased it for the first time and loved it, and I loved this one as well. So if it comes back, I will get it again for sure. Saltwater Taffy from Kringle. I love strawberry fragrances when they're done right. And I would say if you enjoy sweet strawberry scents that don't lean too artificial, even though they have a candy-like strawberry presence. I did do a dedicated review of this candle on the channel as well. Strength and Throw was amazing on this. In an open concept, I placed the strength between a 7 to a 7.5 and the throw between an 8 to an 8.5. It definitely was a high thrower. No issues with the burn. Beautiful clean burn. Sea salt, sugar, vanilla, strawberry, fruit, and sweet. If this candle returns next summer, I would definitely repurchase it. Then we have Berry Waffle Cone from Bath and Body Works. Another one, you either love it or hate it. I tend to like it. It's not a love for me, but I do enjoy one of these every summer. Burn performance was great on this candle. One of my wicks just didn't want to go out on its own, so one wick stayed lit longer than the other two. I would place this in the high Strength and Throw range and give it a solid 8. Very present, but not too cloying and like powerhouse off-putting. Berry Waffle Cone has scent notes of sweet summer berries, golden waffle cone, and creamy vanilla. And this is just like firecracker pop for me. It's one of those candles that when it comes out every year, I pick one up. I don't need to hoard it. I don't need multiple backups, but definitely enjoy this candle every summer. And as long as it comes out and the fragrance isn't like weird, as long as the blend is still consistent and the same, I would definitely repurchase Berry Waffle Cone again. Then we have Aqua from Kringle. Beautiful, masculine, fresh, aquatic, clean scent. However, the Strength and Throw on this lacked for me. I would place the strength at a 4, throw at a 5 in a closed concept. And maybe it was like a solid 5 in a hurricane in my bedroom. So it softly filled the bedroom. Love the fragrance. Wish it was stronger. So this will be a one-time purchase for me. Aqua has scent notes of amber, bergamot, jasmine, lemon, lime, marine, musk, patchouli, and sandalwood. If you like fresh masculine aquatic scents that aren't super strong and more on the soft subtle side, then this is definitely a good one to try out. But for me, if this could have been a solid 7 because of how fresh and clean it was, that would have been perfect. So unfortunately, Aqua will be a one and done for me. Burn performance, as always with most Kringles, flawless finish. Another amazing fragrance from Kringle, Blueberry Muffin. I would place the strength for this at a 6, but it did have a solid 7 throw in my open concept. I mostly kept it in my Hurricane because I wanted it to fill out my entire open concept. Without the Hurricane, it was just a solid 6. More so filled the room it was placed in. If you caught my recent Kringle haul, fall haul, you will see that I did repurchase this candle, so I really enjoyed it. Burn Performance Flawless. Blueberry Muffin has scent notes of blueberry, brown sugar, black currant, buttercream, lemon zest, and vanilla. And again, as I always mention, while I'm not a fan of like black currant and raspberry notes on cold, I do not care for this candle. But when it is lit, it smells authentic and yummy. So had to repurchase it. And as long as it's around, I would repurchase it again. Then we have Mahogany Driftwood from Goose Creek. This is my second time purchasing this one. However, I think I snagged this one at Walmart when my local Walmart finally got the Goose Creek candles. Well, some of the fragrances in the store location near my home. This does not smell, nor is it similar to Mahogany Teakwood from Bath and Body Works. This has more of like a fresh herbal woodsy scent to it. Scent notes are mahogany, lemon, and rosemary. There are other scent notes in here, but this was back when Goose Creek wasn't listing the scent notes. For the most part, nice burn, just a little bit of wick residue. This didn't burn hot and fast. It didn't soot too much while I was burning it. And any little bit of soot that's in the wax pool towards the end is from me just letting it burn and finish out. Really enjoy this candle. It's repurchase worthy. It's not one that I feel like I gotta hoard or get multiple backups of, but if I'm in the mood for it, really enjoy lighting this one during like spring and summer, I'll repurchase it. So if I see this again at my local Walmart, I would purchase it again. If not, I would reorder it from the website. In my bedroom, I would place the strength at a solid 6 without a Hurricane, but then in a Hurricane, it was a solid 7. Then we have one of my favorite fragrances from Bath and Body Works, Butterfly. I had 2 more of these in my stash, but I gifted one to my mom because I repurchased the newer packaging that came out, and I purchased 2 of those. This was a solid 7 strength and throw in my bedroom. It got a little dirty towards the end of the burn, so past the halfway point, it started cutting up and one of the wicks did drift on it. I've seen mixed reviews on the newer package candle and how that one performs, but I probably won't be reaching for it until like next spring. I love the fragrance of Butterfly. It has scent notes of, oh, this looks like an overseas packaging. Raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. I love the scent of Butterfly, so if I burn through my 2 and it comes back, I would repurchase it. I would just hope that the overall burn quality is improved, because for me, the strength and throw is pretty good when it comes to the fragrance. Island Dry Linens was another amazing scent from Goose Creek that I enjoyed. Burn quality was pretty much good on this candle. It didn't have excessive soot, didn't burn hot and fast. Scent notes are fresh linens, blooming jasmine, orange, lemon, and bergamot. And this really was a like linen scent with some fruitiness to it. It was really nice. Strength and open concept, I would give it a 5 strength and throw without a Hurricane. And in a closed concept, it was more noticeable and stronger. I give it a solid 7 in a closed concept without a Hurricane. I didn't get a chance to back this one up because it sold out. Definitely would have repurchased it, and if it returns next year, I would get it again. Then we have Jungle Palm Trees from Goose Creek. This was an amazing fragrance. When I cold sniffed it, I did say I wish that the palm leafiness was a little more present, but the more I burned it, the more I started to enjoy the fragrance for what it was. Strength and throw on this was, it ranged between a 5 to a 7. So I'm guessing towards the lower spectrum, it was in my open concept, and in my bedroom, it was more of a solid 7. Palm leaves, dewy apple, bergamot, bamboo, and driftwood. This was a very nice, like fresh, dewy green scent with some sweetness to it. Really enjoyed this candle. Loved the packaging of it. When it was lit up, you could see it kind of illuminated in a way where the shiny part of the label, it just popped out while the candle was burning. And burn performance on this one, that's a piece of wick. was flawless. Nice clean burn. Goose Creek is pretty good at producing those dewy, like fresh green plant like scents during the springtime, so I'm pretty sure something like this will return next year, and if it does, I will repurchase it. This candle was so strong in my open concept. Now on cold, the banana note is present, but when I went to burn this candle, it became more of like a sweet caramelized spice scent. So I did not repurchase it because I knew fall was coming up and I was going to be purchasing a lot of fragrances that have that scent profile. However, if the banana had stayed more present while this was lit, I probably would have backed it up. I would place the Strength and Throw at an 8 in an open concept without a hurricane, and a solid 9 in a hurricane in an open concept. Scent notes are banana, brown sugar, soft spice, smoked vanilla bean, butter, soft woods, and sweet. Very, very rich, decadent fragrance. I believe this one is sold out in the 3-wick. Not sure if Kringle is going to restock it. Burn performance was flawless on this candle. If Kringle did another banana gourmand scent for like the spring or summer of next year, I would probably repurchase it. I've been enjoying banana fragrances lately, whether they lean, you know, artificial Laffy Taffy or like a nice authentic gourmand type of scent. So I feel like this one was done well. I just wish the banana note would have stayed more present while it was lit, and it had great strength and throw. So good job on this fragrance, Kringle. This is my second and last vanilla coconut surf. This candle was so good. I am so glad I lucked up on this at semi-annual sale. It was the only one left in my store. Strength and throw on this was a solid 7 in a closed concept. Scent notes are sweet vanilla, coconut waves, and beechwood. Burn performance was flawless on this one and the first one that I burnt through. I hope Bath & Body Works will bring this one back again, and you ain't even got to rename it Bath & Body Works. Just keep it Vanilla Coconut Surf. You can repackage it, keep the same name so that we know we getting the same exact scent, because obviously a lot of people enjoyed it because it sold out fast. So no need to rename this one. Put it in a nice little cute packaging next year and bring this one back, please. Then I burned through my second and last Gingham Gorgeous. This was such a beautiful fragrance to burn as we finished out summer. I kept this one in the bedroom. Strength and throw was a solid 7. This one did burn hot and fast. I kept my eye on it. I think my first one burned hot and fast too. So with me keeping my eye on it, it's a little bit of soot, if you can see it back there from burning hot and fast, but the wax didn't discolor super crazy. Gingham Gorgeous has scent notes of pink strawberries, peach nectar, and peony blooms. This one did return in the body care. They didn't bring it back in a 3-wick, but if it did return in a 3-wick, I would repurchase it. I really enjoyed this fragrance in the candle form. Last but not least, the amazing Blue Sky Breeze. You will have to love fresh, clean fragrances to enjoy her. Strength and throw is high, 8 to 9 for me on this candle. Burn performance was great. I did back this packaging up, so I think I have one more of this one. And then I believe I repurchased it again from the spring 2024 release of this year. So I believe I have 2 in my stash. I wouldn't be surprised if I have 3, but really love this one. Morning Spring Air, fresh violet petals, crisp gala apples, and English ivy. I'm pretty sure if I only have 2 and I burn through 1 during the earlier part of spring while I'm doing spring cleaning and this comes back, I will repurchase it because I absolutely love the fragrance. And that pretty much wraps up my August 2024 home fragrance empties. I believe that was 6, 12, 18, 23 candles. Not bad, not bad at all, especially with the amount of hauling I've been doing lately. So hopefully I can slow down on my hauling and continue to just burn and enjoy and empty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye.